Hi, my name is Larry Reed. I'm CEO of ZKAccess. ZKAccess is the security division for ZKTecho. And ZKTecho is the world's largest manufacturer of biometric and RFID-based access control and time and attendance solutions. I'd like the opportunity to demonstrate our products for you while we're exhibiting here at the ISC West 2015 show. Every year it gets bigger, better, more customers visiting our booth. I'll start here showing you our latest creation, which is the BioCam 300, which is the industry's first IP-based high-definition access control camera. Here we have the camera in front of a parking garage simulation protected by a gate. Just imagine if you were driving and instead of having to reach over, insert key cards, or have to pay for money and such, you simply look into the BioCam and the gate will open. Watch how we do this right now. You can see hands-free access control simply by recognizing my face from up to 10 or 12 feet away. Come join us, we'll have a look at some of the other products that we offer and some of the business applications that we use them for. Hi, welcome to our Elevator Controller EC10 station, where we show customers how access control can be delivered into buildings, high-rise apartments and such, to make building security much more safer. You know, many customers will spend a lot of money in perimeter security, locking down the front door, or perhaps even paying a security guard to watch visitors as they enter the building. But where do those visitors go after they get past the security guard? They could possibly have free reign of the entire building. So we brought to the market the EC10 elevator door controller. When you install one of these elevator door controls into the elevator bank, simply by the touch of my finger on the FR1200 reader, only the floor that myself, Larry, has access to will open up. Now not only have you locked down the perimeter of a building, but now every single individual floor now has access control, ensuring that the tenants in that building are safe from any unwanted guests. Come join me, we'll see another station. Hi, here I'm standing before another one of our stations. You can see here clearly we have a turnstile. Turnstile is very popular now in the United States. Actually, in some other countries, ZK is the largest manufacturer of turnstiles. Here in the US, though, it's a very, very competitive space. We also will be introducing our turnstiles. But what every turnstile needs, of course, is a means to authenticate users as they pass through them. Now, traditional turnstiles are typically accessed by a card, where you flash the card in front of the turnstile. But of course, cards can easily be misappropriated. And even worse, they can be forgotten. How many times have employees actually raced to their buildings, forgot their access card, had to get processed through security, they're late to the office, the embarrassment of telling their boss, and so on. Now through the use of biometrics, you can actually now just either look at the camera of our iFace unit, or press your finger on the sensor, flash a card, or even enter a key code. 4 means to bypass a turnstile and access the building. So just another one of the many, many business applications utilizing advanced access control. Let's see another station. Hi, I'm standing before now our display showcasing our various standalone access control terminals. Now, the beauty behind a standalone unit is that you do not need an access control panel. You don't even need a computer, because in most cases you can see these models have both a display and a keypad. So all the program can be done directly on the reader itself. All you needed to do is supply a third-party electric strike or magnetic strike, use one of our readers, and you have a complete standalone access control solution using various different credentials. You can authenticate with your face if you like. Here we have our Multi-Bio 700. This is one of our most popular units because in a single unit you can authenticate by your face and or your fingerprint and or your proximity card and or a PIN code. And you can layer up all up to 4-factor authentication. Very powerful, all in a single device. And in most cases, these devices install no differently than a simple keypad. Just moving along, we have another variation of our face reader. This is quite innovative. This unit can authenticate a person by using a combination of their fingerprint and their finger vein. Vein technology is often considered even more accurate than fingerprint technology. So this is quite an innovation, combining now fingerprint and finger vein technology into a single unit. Beside here we have our TF1700. This particular unit, even though it wires and programs no differently than all the other units, this is an IP65 rated fingerprint reader. This will go outdoors, completely rainproof. Now, we also have a reader that's not only rainproof but also temperature resistant. Our TF1600 operates in conditions where the temperature can reach 40 degrees below zero. 40 below zero. It has a heating element behind it to warm up the unit. This F18 is typically our go-to indoor standalone fingerprint reader. It has no IP65 protection, so rated for indoor. And again, as a reminder, even though these units can be wired directly to a door strike, they all have Wiegand output. So all our standalone readers can work either with ZK panels or even with third-party panels. We also have very simple keypad readers as well, metal, so entirely vandal resistant. We're always innovating at ZK. We have a new patented technology that will far surpass the accuracy of most every other fingerprint vendor that's on the floor right now. It's still pre-release, but the accuracy on this fingerprint reader at the same low ZK price points will be unbelievably accurate, and we can't wait to sell this to our first customers. Let's go ahead and check out another booth. Hi, I'm standing before a display showcasing our InBio 460 access control panel. You see it above the door. What makes the InBio truly unique is that with most every other vendor in the industry, whenever you want to implement biometric readers, well, those third-party standalone readers need to match the templates on the reader itself. And in a multiple door implementation, someone's got to go back to a computer and copy those templates from reader to reader to reader. So not only is that time-consuming, it's also quite problematic and possibly error-prone. With the InBio, we've taken that all away because this is the first panel in the industry, perhaps the only panel in the industry, that can actually store match fingerprints on the panel itself. Let me show you how this works. A user approaches the door, and with our FR1200 fingerprint capture device, I place my finger on the reader. Now the reader has no intelligence, there's no data, there's no need to access it. What happens is my fingerprint will be relayed to the panel. And if the panel recognizes my finger, the panel is wired to a door lock and the door opens up. For instance, notice here the red light is around the door, simulating a lock condition. With a simple press of my finger on the reader, you'll notice immediately it turns green and the door opens up. In addition to that, it also can work with a card. You flash the card to the reader and the door opens up. This FR1200 is also IP65 weatherproofed, so this is perfect for outdoor perimeter security. Now, of course, with any access control panel, you also need software, and the ZKAccess software is free. Currently, you download it from the internet, and it's browser-based. You can access it from anywhere on the internet as long as you have administrative rights. But now we made it even easier. Soon we will be releasing an appliance. This appliance is our access control software appliance, so there's no longer a need to download the software. All the software resides in this appliance, and again, it can be accessed from any browser-based PC, tablet, and so on, from anywhere on the internet. So we've made access control not only that much more affordable, and very, very simple to implement. Let's check out another station. Hi, this is our traditional RFID-based access control display. Now, you know, often at ZK, everyone wants to talk about the latest and the greatest, and customers are always coming to ask us because we're such an innovative company. And as you'll see when you visit us at our various displays around the world, we like to show off our near-range facial recognition, our long-range facial recognition, now our vein recognition, soon iris, and that kind of technology. But many folks sometimes forget we also provide traditional card-based access control systems for those customers who still aren't ready yet to take the next leap. So here I stand before our C3 access control panel. This is the C3 400. It comes in a 4-door configuration, a 2-door, and a single door. It's no different than any other traditional access control system that you have currently, perhaps have sold to your customers. All have the same Wiegand in and Wiegand out, and the same 12 volts to auxiliary inputs and outputs and such. What really is neat, however, though, if you look beside me, these are our card readers, and we now have single gang and mullion style for many US applications. Very, very inexpensive, all IP65 rated. So why would you spend twice the amount of money on a third-party traditional access control system when typically ZK can deliver all these solutions typically at half the price? So it's a tremendous differentiator and a reason why customers will want to have a conversation with you. Let's check out another display. Hi, I'm standing now before our ML10 battery-operated fingerprint door lock. This is a wonderful solution for small businesses or even homes where wiring really is cost prohibitive or perhaps have a technical skill set. These can actually be installed by yourself, a true do-it-yourself innovation. This now replaces a traditional door lock. Any door lock you currently have in the home where you use a lock and key can actually be removed, and you can replace it with an ML10. Now, why would you want to do that? With biometrics, you're never going to have to worry about forgetting your keys. You never have to again worry about using your card. How many times have you been rushing home either to use the restroom, or the phone is ringing, or is raining and you can't find your key or your card? Worse yet, perhaps your spouse or the kids are trying to get into the home very, very quickly because there might be a stranger or someone suspicious looking character, and all of a sudden you're panicking. The ML10 is a wonderful way to access the house or the small business. Press of a finger and voila, you get in. Next evolution of the ML10, of course, will be the ML10 Bluetooth unit, which makes for easy programming as well. So just another terrific innovation. You're going to see this at your locksmiths. Let's have another look at another booth. You know, when our customers and business partners travel the world, and their travels take them throughout Asia, Africa, and South America, the ZKAccess brand is one of the top recognized brands in both time and attendance and access control. However, admittedly, in the United States and Canada and parts of Europe, our name is just getting out there in the market. And the reason why folks don't recognize this is because we're actually the world's largest original equipment manufacturer, ODM distributor, for many other big names. And that's why you may not necessarily know the ZK name. We sold over 3 million time and attendance devices to over 150 software partners. And now, even in access control, a very popular brand that's emerging now are the folks at MedicSafe. MedicSafe is a company that recognized that the dispensing of pharmaceuticals can not only be very dangerous if in the hands of someone perhaps who might be selling them or misusing them, but also a source of theft. Drug theft is on the rise. So the folks at MedicSafe recognize this. So what they do is they've actually integrated one of our fingerprint devices to their safe, their medical safe. And now, before someone can actually have access to a drug, they first need to enter in a drug code. They place their finger, and only then will the safe disperse that medication. Now you have an audit log of the medication, the user, and they very cleverly now host that in the cloud. So it's always accessible for auditing purposes on demand. So MedicSafe is just an example of one of our 150 plus OEM, ODM partners that rely every day on ZK products driving their products to market. Let's have a look at another booth. Hi, I'm now in front of our IP camera and AHD display. And I apologize if I have to speed things up because the show is going to be starting in the next 2 minutes and we're going to have a lot of visitors, so I have to get through this quickly. But if you notice above me, we have on full display our GT series of cameras. Now, not only does ZK have integrated IP video cameras with linkage to our own access control, and that's very powerful because now within a single database, within a single record, you can look at a user ID, date, time, and we have a short video clip truly substantiating who is actually at that door. We also have a full line of high-definition analog cameras. Now, these are truly high definition, 1.3 and 2 megapixels, which run over existing coaxial cable. That is a tremendous advantage because in so many implementations, customers have already spent so much money running coax, it's going to be very difficult for them if they're forced into upgrading IP. And now at 2 megapixels, that really is not necessary. You can now use these very affordable cameras from ZK. So, in conclusion, at the show, and again, I apologize for hurrying through. The show's about to start and there are people starting to enter the booth. You can see we have a full complement of solutions from A to Z. Most every competitor here in the industry, usually they're just software companies putting their name on somebody else's hardware. And when you have all those third-party hardware components and platforms, you know someone's getting paid, there's margins being paid out, and guess who pays for all that additional cost? You. But with ZK, we built everything from the ground up, everything under one roof. The largest biometrics manufacturing facility in the world, over 500,000 square feet, with a 200,000 square foot facility next to it. Building all this wonderful technology at the lowest price points in the industry, up and half price off. So you saw the cameras behind me, you saw all the various different access controls, all the different types of biometrics, and now all the various different types of business applications. You saw our partner MedicSafe, now with pharmaceutical cabinets, ensuring that pharmaceuticals are going to the patients and not the drug dealers. You've seen us locking down elevators, where sometimes a bad guy might get past the security guard, but he can't access the elevator without proper credentials. And of course, besides all this wonderful advanced biometric technology, we have traditional RFID badge systems, typically at half the price of our competitors. A full complement of technology, all at usually half the price of existing competitors. It's a wonderful opportunity